안녕, I'm Jay from Korea.
Привет, I'm Masha from Ukraine.
I think it's pretty safe to say that we're generally known as a cute couple. But Masha, I just realized something. Not many people know how it all started.
You guys don't know? What? Well, today you're in luck because we prepared a bunch of questions that we're gonna ask each other, and at the same time we're gonna introduce our story.
I'll let you start. Lady first.
Yeah, alright. So, not many of you could know, but we actually met on Tinder. And I think it's time for us to find out, were you even looking for a date?
Let's first see.
Yeah.
Good question. So, as you know, I just graduated law school in Brisbane,
Yeah.
and I had just moved into Melbourne. I wasn't even sure if I would like Melbourne. And so I was new to town, and I just downloaded Tinder just to look for friends, I have to be honest. I wasn't looking for anything
No
serious.
relationship.
Definitely not. Just someone who can show me around the town. And then this girl caught my little eye. Maybe we'll get back to it later. But how about you? Were you looking for a relationship when you downloaded Tinder? Why were you on Tinder in the first place?
Actually, me neither. I wasn't looking for a relationship. My Chinese tutor actually introduced me to it because her husband is from Tinder.
She met someone and then she married him.
Yes.
I see.
So I wanted to just find someone to connect. You know, to me, finding a relationship is a little bit fast-paced. So friends, but it might lead to something else. So I was definitely looking for friends first.
I see. Yeah, so both of us weren't really looking for a relationship at the time.
Yep,
So
same. Okay, so for the second question, why did you swipe right?
I think you already know the answer, but for the viewers, Masha has a certain tattoo on his collarbone. It writes Oasis in Korean, and I just noticed it right away. Just so, Oasis? Why the heck would write Oasis on their collarbone in Korean? So yeah, that just spiked my interest, and yeah, genuine curiosity is what I'd say.
Yeah, that makes sense.
How about you? Why did you swipe right?
Wait,
on me?
no, like because I'm pretty or anything?
Okay, it did help that you look definitely cute on every single other photos.
That's great.
How about you? Why did you swipe right?
Yeah, you were really pretty. Anyway, and there was a particular photo of you like were, I guess in water, so you could see the six-pack. That really caught my attention.
Yeah, little superficial girl. I'm getting back to
Getting
shape.
back, yeah. We're exercising a lot, so it's good.
So for me, it was the Korean tattoo. For you?
Me, looks,
My face card.
face, yeah.
Okay, so you swiped right because of my looks. What was it like when you first saw me? It was the very next day, actually. I just decided to ask her out. No
Yeah,
bullshit.
we're moving very fast.
I was bored.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't catfished. The looks are accurate, trustworthy. I think my first impression were always very like stoic, mysterious person that's very well spoken.
Like in my law student era back then.
Yeah, like you can see very well educated. So it was pleasant to talk with you. I definitely like had a lot of fun. That's why I spent so many hours together on our first date.
I remember. Would you say it was a good timing that I asked you like right away to meet up?
Yeah, that definitely helps because when you drag it out, you don't know if you'll even meet the person, and then you meet them and it's not what you expected. So
True.
I think
You just cut
get
the
it
chase
out of-
and then just see if you're good for each other or not.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
But what about you? What did you first think when you saw me?
I remember seeing you actually very vividly. You were so small and fragile. It looked like I was looking at a fairy. A little
Fairy?
fairy.
Very.
And you were very soft talking. You're talking very softly, and
I was masking. Lying.
you looked really adorable. I will leave you at that. And you know what? I would say you looked even better in real life. Photos, you looked cute, but in real life, you looked
You realized.
more delicate princess material. So it was a pleasant surprise for me.
I do put a lot of makeup, I think, on my photos when I take pictures of them. Very heavy makeup.
True,
I
you
used to.
might have looked a little differently.
Not anymore though, no makeup, no. Overall, do you think the date went as expected? Our first date.
I'm not 100% sure what I expected on our first date because
Nothing.
it was actually the first day of me using Tinder and trying to connect with people. So I guess I would say I was looking for a friend and you were very fun to talk to. And
So success.
success, yeah. I don't know about expectation, but I really liked it. That's why I kept talking to you, I guess. How about you?
Yeah.
Was it something you expected or did it flow a little differently?
I guess, overall, I enjoyed hanging out with you. I think the food, the talk, the hanging out in the park, like always nice. The beginning was a little, how should I say it? Hectic with the fact that you were late because I finished early my school and I kind of didn't know if I would even meet you.
Yeah.
That was kind of like, yeah, I was also almost thinking of, canceling on you because I finished a few hours early and you wouldn't reply. Like, is it worth it to wait for someone? I don't know. But I'm so glad that you did. You came running to me.
So I think we were supposed to be at 3 p.m. or 2 p.m.
Yeah,
but you
after
finished your
school.
class like an hour earlier. I wasn't even checking my phone and I saw you message me, hey, can we meet earlier? And freak, I'm not ready. But I just got my jacket on and messaged you, just wait for me a little, I can run. And I literally ran so fast. And I also was checking the time while I was running, and then I remember thinking, do I just cancel? Like, is it really worth the hassle? I don't want to leave a bad impression of being late, and like this is a little too hectic. So I thought of canceling as well, but one thought came to my mind.
What's up?
What if she's the girl? Like, what if she's the one waiting for me? And if I just decide not to run, I would just miss out on her.
What's the one?
So
You were right, though.
that thought kept me running, and then we still met on time. And it was very, very good decision. One of the best decisions I made.
Yeah,
I
we
would
did.
say.
So yeah, overall, I think we kind of had similar experiences with.
I decided to run, and you decided to wait for me.
Right, so
Good job.
same.
Okay, so first date was a success. Would you say it was a romantic date?
Well, you have to answer first.
I would say it was a little more friendlier first because we felt really comfortable around each other. We joked a lot. Felt really easy to talk to,
Yeah.
and
So you right away felt like someone you know.
yeah, I would say that definitely. So that begs me to my question. When would you say you started liking me? Like, liking me? Do you have an answer to that?
You would probably have to be like after a second date.
Second date. What was the second date?
Pretty fast. I think it was like we like kind of went on a night walk.
Okay, I kind of remember. I think you finished your uni, and I was hanging out at the city because I was bored. And you messaged me if I'm at the city, and I said yes, and we met.
Yeah.
Kind of spontaneously.
Yeah, very spontaneous. But we had some skewers together and sitting, and I kind of like opened up to you.
I remember. You were feeling too hot. You were saying the skewer was so hot and spicy, so I ran and got a little drink for you.
And that was really sweet. And that kind of, it was like, oh, okay, he would do that for me.
She really is. Also, I flexed my knowledge where you wanted water, but I said no. Water actually is bad for handling spicy food. And then it was cute that you were so impressed. Do you know this? 진짜?
Why did you give me that? Still water?
No,
Did
I think sweet beverage. I don't really remember which one, but not water.
Something to help, yeah. With the spice.
So yeah, second date, you fell into me.
So what
Pretty
about
easy
you?
to
Huh?
Me, I don't remember the number, but after a few dates, there was a time where we were lying on a park. No, maybe sitting on a bench.
Yes.
And you were talking about your life a little and how there's war going on in Ukraine and you were lonely here and stuff. And I felt really responsible for some reason. I thought, this girl is just all by herself, just, all family left behind, and I felt like I wanted to protect you. So I would say that's when I first started
Like more than a
liking
friend?
you. Yeah, it was definitely more than a friendly feeling. Like I wanted to take care of you. Seemed so fragile, very
Like opened up to you. Yeah.
very delicate, demure. I don't know.
Demure.
Like a fairy that I must protect under my arm.
Okay. Thank you.
And next question. Who would you say were more obvious before we started dating of their feeling? I think we both know the answer.
It's, this special
This little guy.
special person. Yeah, I definitely liked you faster.
I remember
Made it
even
more-
joking on one of our dates. I asked you, do you feel sad that our time has already passed, that our date is already ending? I was teasing you about it. And then you were like, your face got really red and true, but you're an asshole or something like that. So,
Okay, I didn't deny it.
as I'm playing with you a little, you're really cute.
And I think, yeah, overall, I was the first to say that I like you. So that was the most obvious part of actually me being the one.
I guess I did like you quite early on as well, but because at that time I was still on graduate visa and Masha was, I think, deciding or unsure whether she would stay in Australia or not. So after sharing that, I was like, do I commit to someone who might leave the country? I think that was one of the factors that I thought, and I kind of held myself back.
Yeah,
But
that makes sense.
but even before that got resolved, we just got into a relationship eventually.
didn't.
But yeah, Masha was a little more obvious at the start.
Okay.
She said she wants to hold my hand, but because you're not in a relationship, she can't. And
No, don't
So
expose me like
adorable.
that. Don't expose me.
okay, next
And
question.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got into a relationship within a month or two? A month?
2 weeks.
Really? Is it really
Yes.
two? Okay, a little early, but so yeah, we got into a relationship despite all that visa and country.
Yeah.
We just
Still decided.
bit the bullet and we started dating. What would you say was the most surprising thing about me?
Actually, you're pretty narcissistic.
I'm a very narcissistic person.
Yeah, he thinks he's better than everyone else, and he can do anything.
That's off the record though. I am pretty confident in myself, and
He can do anything.
that can be a good thing and a bad thing, but obviously
Yeah,
you
we're
were.
not gonna unpack that. Anyway, also he's a nerd. You're a nerd.
Yeah.
You play games.
I'm a gamer. Gamer and nerd is something different.
Okay,
So,
it's a game.
okay, and I would say on the same page, the most thing that surprised me about you is that you're such a nerd.
I'm the nerd.
You had like anime posters everywhere, and
Still do.
you had you're collecting figurines and stuff. I just
Yeah.
it's not a bad thing. I just wasn't expecting it when I first
I look
saw
so
it.
mature and collected and adultly.
You seem very chill and easygoing, but yeah.
Yeah.
Being a nerd, a little cute nerd who plays games and watches anime, what's the most surprising thing about you, I would say?
Good. I'm glad that that's the most surprising compared to yours, I guess.
And the next question? Okay, so both of us have had previous relationship, like short or long. So what do you think is special about our relationship? What's different?
Made it stood out. I think your attitude towards me is the main thing. How you handle me is something I haven't felt before.
I manhandle Masha.
No, you're really caring about me and how I feel, and you can like solve anything that happens in my life, and never felt this, I guess, safe in the relationship that I've had before. Very serious topic here, by the way.
I guess my narcissistic traits definitely help with this matter.
That you can like do.
I'm just really confident that I can do everything.
Yeah. So what about you? Is there any difference in the previous relationship and this one?
I would say you have depended on me a lot from the start, emotionally and physically, many stuff. But the thing was, it felt good. Like I didn't feel burdened at all. I just really liked the fact that I can help you and that you're so trusting. It makes me feel big. And I felt responsible and that we're together and we have to solve the problem together. And that didn't feel stressful. I just felt good about it.
Our 2 years is coming up now. Yeah, it's just like 2 weeks. So pretty safe to say, yeah, we've lived with each other for quite a while, had our ups and downs, and what would you say is the best part of living together?
Of living together, right? Okay, not just relationship. Okay, it's a little sentimental answer that I'll give you. I think the best part of living together with Masha for almost 2 years was that when I come back home, there's always you waiting for me, and
Always a person.
I feel giddy to come back home. And I know that there's such a loving person waiting for me, and every time I come home, you're so happy. You're back! I just feel really welcomed, and I think that's actually my favorite part of living together.
That's true. I agree. That is also something I really appreciate.
How about you? What's your best part of living together?
Okay, to give like a slightly different answer, sleeping together, I think, is the best. No, sleeping like in one bed. It's like sleeping, but just like actually falling asleep together.
Just so you guys know, she actually just cannot fall asleep without me in the bed, like physically.
Sometimes I can.
Like,
I have to be really tired to fall asleep.
But yeah, you can go on.
Yeah, so when you hug me, that's like the most comforting thing ever. I think I didn't realize how hard it is to live by myself and sleep by myself, and to think that I would like have to do that someday, like if you went away somewhere. Wow, that would be
We
hard.
have never slept apart since we started dating, have we?
Never.
Never.
We never had like a reason to go somewhere
Yeah.
overnight.
Every single night we slept together in the same bed, and there's a specific cuddling position that I do that she demands. And then she like
Yeah.
pinches
This
me,
time.
punches me. To cuddle.
Come on, don't tell them that. Don't tell them I do that.
Okay, so, human bed is the favorite part of your relationship.
Yeah.
Human mattress.
You could say that.
Okay.
And a blanket as well.
Okay. Next question. Okay. This is interesting. What would you say is the most challenging part of living together with me?
Oh, challenging. Oh, I don't wanna out you like this.
So I can take it.
You can take it. The most challenging part, I think, is our fundamentally different bodies.
Bodies.
Yeah, they process food differently and sleep
I know
differently.
where we're getting it.
Yeah, we fall asleep at a really different time and wake up at really different time, and because of that we also eat very differently.
We just have a very different bio clock. I think.
Yeah, it's hard. It's really hard to cook for two people when the one is not hungry, the other is starving. Me starving, you're not hungry, usually.
And how often do you feel this starving sensation?
Then we don't have to get hungry. Like 6 times a day.
Yeah, I don't feel hungry, or maybe I just don't notice hungry.
You can see
In general.
I get more hungry. Oh, your time to shine. What's the most challenging about me? Come on, be honest.
I would say.
Don't be honest.
No, I'll be honest. But it's not that serious. I think. I think the most challenging part is that we're really different. Like, of course, we love each other very much, but we have a very different personality. I am very. Okay, if I say it nicely, I'm chill. If I put it bluntly, very unorganized. And Masha is very organized person.
And unchill.
And unchill. Not my word, it's her word.
that's
So
true.
she stresses about the things that doesn't even remotely bother me. And that difference can get us into arguments sometimes. Like, why do you care? It's such a trivial thing, but it's such a big thing in her mind, and we have to talk it out to understand where each other's coming from. And like ultimately, we like talk it out.
Yeah, it is hard.
Different personalities and different.
I don't even know if it's my personality anymore. Sometimes I think I might be having mental breakdown, maybe OCD or something. But yeah.
That's for another video, maybe.
Who knows?
So yeah, I think that's it for the questions we prepared so far. That was before meeting, first meeting, before dating, start a relationship, and during relationship. That's pretty
We
good.
covered no end of relationship. That's why it's so short. Sorry, guys.
If you have any more questions though, feel free to comment us, and we can do something like this
Yes.
again in the future. That's
It's
pretty
really
fun.
Yeah. I enjoy actually to have to go through this. Yeah, thank you.
The
everyone.
moral of the story is we love each other very much,
Very much.
and we're gonna stay strong forever.
We'll try.
Okay, thank you for watching, and
Thank you.
comment us what you think, and see you guys later.
See you. Bye bye.
안녕.
Baka baka.